because they are still reacting out of human conditioning and seeking to control life. To govern is to control is to destroy life, and this is what needs to be reversed through the way of nature and wu-wei. Human beings have the intelligence to comprehend the nature of wu-wei, yet many people do not have the knowledge of wu-wei naturally through their experience, unlike all other organisms, which would seem to jeopardize our claim to being the most intelligent species on the planet. To seek refuge from these unnatural systems, we need to understand nature itself. The organic pattern of the individual, Li, is our innate nature driven by De, virtue. Nature, then, has no relationship to force, control, or power. The order and pattern of nature is not a forced order, as nature is not bound by external influence or control. The Taoist term for nature is the Chinese Zitran, which means that which is spontaneously of itself. When a natural organism is in harmony with all life, it grows of itself spontaneously. Zitran can only arise of itself without external compulsion. Zitran is the essence of the yoking process found within the spiritual core of many religions, and especially in the origins of Chinese and Indian wisdom. When we withdraw from our conditioned perception of reality, we come back into nature and grow spontaneously in harmony with all other components of life. What would happen if we let go of control? When we leave the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms alone, they continue to grow and prosper without any interference. What would happen then if we left people alone? From the perspective of traditional Taoism, if we left people alone to follow their own passions and interests, harmony would prevail within community, no matter how large or small. If there were no interference from the external world, people would follow their natures, because passive obedience would no longer be a way of life. We would no longer feel the need to obey unnatural organizational patterns, because in following our own nature, we would begin to harmonize with other people and the environment. When we leave life alone, Tao runs its natural course, and all aspects of life come into order without seeking order. Superficially, this perspective may be incorrectly perceived as anarchy, but there is a major difference. Anarchist motives are driven by what they oppose. On the other hand, the sages who understand Zitran just follow their own nature without any concern for institutional or organizational power, because they are content to let such things run their course. An anarchist is still distracted by external influences. So if the world is thrown into anarchy, then the motive destroys the project.